Good morning to all of you. I'm sure all of you know that to find out whether a case is bailable, non-bailable, cognizable, non-cognizable, triable by which magistrate, all these things are noted in the Schedule 1 of the CRPC, right? Even though the offences are mentioned and the penal sections are also mentioned in the IPC, but Schedule 1 of the CRPC tells you, Schedule 1 and Part 1 of the CRPC tells you that the table form tells you whether the case is cognizable, non-cognizable, bailable, non-bailable, first class magistrate, second class magistrate, all these things will be there. But you might have seen the other part also, that is Part 2 of the Schedule 1. What does it say? If the offence is under other acts than IPC, suppose maybe Telegraph Wire Unlawful Possession Act, maybe SC/ST Act, or maybe Trademarks Act, maybe Copyright Act, if they are offences and other than IPC, and if the offence is punishable up to 3 years and upwards, but not above 7 years. So between 3 and 7, they are non-bailable. So this is the crux of the today's issue, right? While disposing the anticipatory bail in crime number 865/2020, registered under different sections, right from 418, 465, 482 to almost 488. So read with 34 of the IPC, as well as section 63 of the Copyright Act and also section 103 of the Trademarks Act 1999 were discussed. Now the Honorable Single Judge Sarang V, on which I will tell you his name, Sarang V Kotwal, he held that as per Part 2 of Schedule 1 of the CRPC, if the offence is punishable up to 3 years and upwards, it is non-bailable. That is other than IPC cases. So it is very clear. But normally we will be under the impression, but since the punishment is up to 3 years only, that means only 3 years, not more than that. So since it is not more than means, definitely it should be 3 years or below. So when it is a fixed point or the cutoff point is 3 years, normally we think that it is a bailable offence and not a non-bailable offence, and this has been clarified. Almost we get a doubt, but very clearly the court has stated that 3 years and above. So please remember, if the offence is punishable up to 2 years and 364 days, yes, it is bailable. If the offence is punishable up to 2 years plus 365 means 3 years, finished. It is only non-bailable even though it is other than IPC. You may be knowing in certain cases normally they will not clearly say that whether it is available or non-available. In certain cases they will say, for example, section 18 of the Indian non-Indian SC/ST Act case says yes, all the offences are non-bailable. Finished. We can't help. Even though the punishment is less than 3 years, certain times like that, but it is not specifically stated, this doubt will come. Normally we try to argue that since the maximum punishment is up to 3 years only, that means it is below 3 years, so the offence should be bailable. But here it is very clearly stated that 3 years and above. So already 2 years plus 365 days, definitely 3 years. 2 years, 364 days, bailable. Right? So this is the judgment given by the Honorable Bombay High Court in this anticipatory bail petition. Now, if you go to the details of the case, on 19/12/2020, the zonal manager of Jain Irrigation System, that is, who are the producers of HDPE pipes, that is high definition pipes, just like our Sudhakar 9, the very famous pipes. So he received information that some people are transporting the HDPE pipes which were manufactured in Gujarat and being sold in their company's name. So basing on this tip-off, he has taken some of the extensive associates. He went there on that day at about 4 p.m. They intercepted a lorry being driven by Jeevan. And Jeevan, he told them very clearly, I have loaded this pipes from TerraFlow company at the place is TerraFlow company, Ribda, RIBDA, and I am transporting them, taking them to Chadchan, maybe from Gujarat to Maharashtra, some place. I don't know these where are these places located. Right? Then the complainant, Mr. Jeevan Prakash Gore, he has checked the pipes and to his surprise, he found them falsely printed as though they are from Jain HDP. They are as though they are HD Jain HDP. And even the CML, that Certificate of Manufacturing License number 701876, it was also printed there. So the entire things are forged. That means they are preparing the so-called duplicate, and that means that's how they have infringed the copyright of Jain traders, and also the trademark also they have misused. Therefore, different sections of law have been put. Now let's know the sections of law what they have in the FIR they were put. Normally, section 418, that is cheating for the purpose of cheating. So if the cheating with the intention to cause wrongful loss to others, definitely it is punishable up to 3 years. Of course, since they are IPC sections, very clear, bailable or non. 465, punishment for forgery, 2 years. 482, punishment for using a false trademark, it is 1 year. 483, counterfeit property marks of another. So, using the mark of another, it is 2 years. 485, possession of such mark. So for counterfeiting, 3 years. 486, selling goods with counterfeit product, 3 years, 1 year only. And 488, making use of. So all these sections, 3 years lesson. So they are very clear. 3 years means definitely already the schedule is there, non-valuable. Now coming to the point of section 63 of the Copyright Act, you may be knowing. So if anybody applies, I can say infringes, this word you have to remember, infringes the copyright knowingly, he is liable for punishment up to 3 years and fine up to 50,000. Likewise, section 103 also so, penalty for applying false trademark, it is also or trade description, 3 years plus 50,000. So according to schedule 10, now our doubt is, so up to 3 years only, means definitely maximum 3 years. So up to 3 years, whether it is non-bailable or bailable. Now the court has clarified that since the offence is punishable up to 3 years as per schedule 2 of the CRPC, when the offence is said schedule 1 part 2 of the CRPC, when it is clearly stated that the offences, I will read it once again so that you will have clarity. One. Chapter 9, Schedule S. So if the offence is punishable with 3 years and upwards, but not bill more than 7 years, then non-bailable, matched at the first class and cognizable. So very clear. Even though the offence is other than IPC, up to 3 years means definitely non-bailable. This clarity is given by Justice Sarant. So Sarang v. Kotwal. So please remember this case. Why? Because normally we may be under the impression 3 years definitely non-bailable, but sometimes we may get it out. Since the maximum is 3 years, the maximum punishment is 3 years, then we can say that Your Honor, it's only maximum 3 years, so definitely below 3 years we can argue on that line. But here it is not. It will not apply. Our argument may not be applied here, but here it is a very good statement that 3 years and above definitely non-bailable for other than IPC case. Good judgment. Please read it and enrich your legal knowledge. Thank you very much.